Hello again, traveler. It is good to see you well. The roads can be dangerous. Our heroes have found themselves at the shore of the Dragon's Road River. Their quarry, the skeletons that had attacked Low Tower and stolen its people, have forded the river hours ahead of them. With time of the essence to potentially save those townsfolk, they have made the fateful decision to follow suit and also risk fording the river. It is late in the summer, and the weather has been dry recently, so the river is lower, but that also means the pockets of deep water will be faster. One misstep, and any one of them could be swept up downstream. Pumpkin is the strongest swimmer, so the group ties a rope to her for safety, and she starts across. The going is not easy. The waters are murky, and the smooth stones underfoot shift beneath her, threatening to throw her balance several times. The depth varies between as shallow as not even knee-deep to deep enough to dampen her shoulders as she slinks forward, 1 foot after the other, 1 foot at a time across the river. The rest of her friends watch with bated breath as she finally climbs the bank on the other side of that river. Pumpkin unties the rope from herself, and both ends are tied to tree trunks on either side so that everyone else can hold fast and hold the rope and prevent any of them from being lost in the dangerous waters. Even with this precaution, the young human boy accompanying them almost slips off, but is grabbed by Samira before he can be swept away. Approaching the far shore, Yazba loses his grip on the rope as he slips into a deep section. Maudril reaches out, but the small goblin is already being lost downstream. Running along the shore, Pumpkin spots a fallen tree and leaps atop it, thrusting her hands into the churning waters and retrieving a wet but unharmed Yazba.
I gotcha!
Using magic to quickly dry themselves, the gnome and human militia members seem to have lost their nerve in the cold river waters. They now want to explore south along the riverbank, just in case any of the villagers managed to break free of their captors in the river and were swept downstream. Our heroes will continue towards the tower, following the path trampled through the hills and trees south of Forest in the Clouds. The rope is left behind, since they will need it to cross back over the river on the return trip, and may need to cross speedily if pursued. The way from here to the tower is mostly uphill, preventing our heroic vagabonds from seeing what lies before them as they march ever closer to the looming crystal structure. Yazba and Pumpkin watch for ambushes. Things are too quiet. At the end of summer, there should be crickets, birds, the occasional deer or squirrel. But there is silence as they crest the final hill and look down upon the base of the tower. There is a corruption happening here, a rot radiating from the base of the tower. 50 feet in all directions from where the crystal touches the earth, the grass and trees have wilted and died, blackened. At the edge of this effect, Maudril can see the signs of failing health in the remaining leaves and branches.
These trees are too far gone. They will be the next to fall.
The effect seems to be spreading, but to their knowledge, no one has come to the tower since it was scouted weeks ago, so how quickly this is happening cannot be estimated. Even more horribly, as they creep ever closer to the crystal, they see another circle, a circle of corpses strewn about the base. Some they can recognize as the missing citizens of Low Tower. These bodies are not only dead, but are in a state of decay that shouldn't be possible. Last night, these people were drinking, dancing, celebrating the harvest. Now they are desiccated husks, appearing to have been dead for weeks. There are bones here as well, but none move. None stand up to take arms against the heroes. There is no one to save here, no vengeance to be met out, only a thicket of dead trees and a barely noticeable hum emitting from the giant, malevolent crystal. Samira quickly searches the area before they depart, but finds no clues as to the purpose or machinations of the crystal. She does manage to retrieve several trinkets from the bodies from Low Tower. Rings, lockets, things their family may recognize and appreciate getting back.
Perhaps these will give them some sense of closure or comfort.
The afternoon has grown late, and no one wants to be out here in the dark within range of this evil. They quickly retrace their steps back towards Low Tower, finding themselves once again on the banks of the Dragon's Road River, where their rope still swings gently in the breeze, right where they left it. However, Yazba notices that there are no returning tracks from their companions, the gnome and the young man. It is known that they traveled south, but they have not returned.
Others are lost. Not come back this way.
With dusk quickly approaching and on the wrong side of the river, our company sets south to follow the trail. Samira spots the dilapidated ruins of an old stone farmhouse, and when they approach it, an arrow strikes the ground in front of Pumpkin.
Sorry, I got nervous and it slipped.
Within this crumbling building, there are the 2 missing volunteers and 12 more survivors from Low Tower, who managed to escape their skeletal captors during the crossing. Most are injured badly. It is too late to make it back to the rope bridge, and even if they did, some of these people cannot walk on their own, much less wade through waist-high waters. The river here is too deep to cross, and the sun is quickly fading past the mountains in the west, soon to plunge them all into the unknown darkness, and still within reach of the minions of the Grey Tower. Well, traveler, the fire burns low, and we are out of wine, so we will continue the story another time. What do you think the discoveries at the Grey Tower mean? Will the survivors escape, or will they be attacked in the night once more? Leave a comment on how you would handle protecting the villagers through the night, and next time we will see how our heroes fare.